of some emerging technologies, and especially about artificial intelligence and how this will disrupt regular place. My name is Stephan, I'm part of Horvath Financial, a Dubai-based corporate financial advisory company. Long time ago, I studied computer science and marketing, and that was with me all the time. So I'm pretty familiar with data and also with artificial intelligence. Now let's talk about artificial intelligence itself. Artificial intelligence is about data, more data, and even more data. And this speech is in two parts. First, what artificial intelligence in the area of finance, fintech, the area that has most data available, and how that will proceed and how that was transforming the finance industry in terms of disruption and emergence. By looking at that, we will identify 5 processes, and these are important that you will take later on when we talk about how artificial intelligence can disrupt capital raise. So, what are the 5 topics? This is risk assessment, this is fraud detection, financial advisory services, financial management, and trading. From each of them we will have a small takeaway to build our capital raise AI system. First, risk assessment. Risk assessment, you know, from when you want to have a credit card, they will first look, are you worth it or not? When you want to have a loan or a credit, that is the typical thing for risk assessments. But also, in the last 3 years, risk and opportunity management driven by AI was taking on to support investment decisions. Second is fraud detection. Fraud detection is very easy. That is what the typical banking want to know, is everything going right with the account. Our takeaway for the system of capital raise is here the red flag system. So how to identify potential money laundering, because that is very important when it comes to investments, especially on a global basis. Next thing is financial advisory services. What could be the takeaway there? Financial advisory services, you all know that you go to the website of your bank and they offer you the next best product which you should take. So it's a kind of robot that makes a decision for you. But even more interesting, when it comes to more sophisticated products, you have bionic advisory. Bionic advisory is a kind of hybrid where information that comes out of artificial intelligence is blended with human intelligence. And then financial management. Financial management, these are I would say the software applications that helps you to manage your own finance system. What is there very interesting is how it goes private, how it goes personal, and how it goes individual. And of course, also the watchdog function. So, after this 4, the last one, that is trading. And for trading, I believe we have the predictive of the future, and that should be really accurate. This is where AI is for, and that is where it's used. And some of them have heard about automatic trading systems, how they influence the stocks and the stock market. That happens because these systems make decisions, AI-based decisions in milliseconds. It is all about observing patterns that were there in the past and making suggestions or making a kind of identifying how this pattern will apply in the future. And then we have anomalies. It's also very important to have a look at. Anomalies are, in 2009 we had a banking crisis. Nobody was really predicting it. But an artificial system learns it, takes it on, and will reflect it in the future, at least has learning out of these patterns that they can see what could be or what could happen. Here I said, and Aladdin. I'm not sure who ever heard about Aladdin. From you, it's a computer system. Have you heard about Aladdin? Aladdin is owned by BlackRock. And BlackRock is the largest investment bank or asset management bank system in the world. They have 6.84 trillion US dollars under asset management. That is the number I have found on their publications on their almost website. Looking at that, they're sitting at the Wall Street. And is that really interesting? Where they are at Wall Street, and that most of you are from the finance industry or from the tech industry, and you would not go to their system in New York, to the bankers, but to the guys who are sitting in Greenwich, Washington. There is their largest IT system, and they have a huge IT bank that monitors all these assets, all the stock markets, and makes decisions. So the takeaway is, it makes sense to have a global view on that. With these takeaways, we don't know more about the process, but the next question is, capital raise requires more than just data. When you think about traditional capital raise, you know someone who has a personal relationship with an investment banker or with a family office. You go there, you have the negotiations, and you move on. This is all about existing relationships. It's all about relevant communication to these people, and it's a lot about trust. So it's about data, as I said before, but also about investor relations. Now the question is, how can AI help us to get these relations? And it starts again with information. And I call it here collective information, just to find a way, because collective information really is a huge collection like you have seen before, and that is what we need. Yeah? But also like a collective working together in a kind of concert, because this can't be only the information you get out of the financial system. This is also area you have to find you get from other areas. And finally, the goal is to build trusted investor relations. So, how do we do that from the data side? We look at the list of the investors. We have the investors in the group. And we look at the different types of investors which are identifiable with data out in this world. And that means on CNN, on Bloomberg, on systems like Crunchbase, on different areas, but also on their public website. All these people fund only in certain funding phases. Not everybody is doing seed therapy. Not everybody is interested in funding Series A or B or startups. Right? Some of them are pure venture capitalists and pure hedge funds. They have totally different behavior. So both goes together. That is the important core data for the data aggregation stuff. But you need more. You need to know what are their investment mandates. If you have ever had meetings with investors, 3-4 meetings, and you thought everything is fine, and in the 5th meeting, they find something and say, oh, we can't do it. So something we have lost that. You could probably know that earlier if you know more about their investment mandates, if you do more due diligence on what they're doing. Also, in which region are they invested? In which jurisdictions or regulations they don't invest. There are a lot of investors who love to have money from the US. There are a lot of projects who will never take money from the US for different reasons. And then it's about the time frame, how long such an investment works, and also what is the amount to raise. And most important, to have information about the past funding behavior. Without information about past funding behavior, you can't build such systems. Let me summarize what AI can do. AI can look at investors and investments, can look at past and active investments in this company. We can look at the funding phases they support, most important, the investor mandate, but also, are they lead investors? Are they co-investors? With whom are they investing together? Because even that pattern will help you a lot when you communicate to more people than one. And also the amount they invest, the time factors we said before, reach the restriction regulation. So, an AI system we said before, and like the system from Aladdin, who takes up a lot of data, also this small system takes a lot of data that was available. So we have about 10 years back, typical funding behavior from Europe, North America, South America, and Asia, excluding China. So whatever is available, and all this data was collected to build and to support just the records of the so-called investors. What is still missing is the relationship, and why? It is because going for an investment is like going for a date. You want to have funding in a short time. That means, let's say, in 3 months, 6 months, you want to have the complete funding done. Yeah? If you think about you want to date your dream partner, that means you have to get the picture on the mobile phone, including the phone number. You have to be able to call and to get the first date. The first date has to be that successful that they are born. And then this investor, and I just said, it's an equivalent of you want to get married in 3 months, 3 months after you date the person the first time. Yeah? So that is a huge challenge. And you can use AI to generate trust. This is what the financial systems so far are doing. Capital raise goes beyond typical financial records. Artificial intelligence, and that now goes to what we heard before and yesterday also about data and how they can collect text messages and interpret text, whatever is available. It's about relevant individual profiles. It's not so important who did the funding, which company. It is important if Donald Dixon was the guy who did the funding and what he funded before and where he's invested in and what he thinks about, what the last applications are, and maybe if he plays golf or if he likes motorsport. This is what you need to mirror and to get to speed up in the relation. The next thing is this creates relevant content and you will need this content. Establish the communication and also establish the pitch. And finally, I think it is very important, capital raise, or at least my belief, will be also in the future, even if it is supported with artificial intelligence. It will still be something that requires human, emotional intelligence. And that is what I said before, we can learn from other processes before, the bionic bots. Driven by AI, receiving a lot of information that helps you to go further, but still blended with human emotional intelligence that is required to close the deal. Because with investments, we don't talk about buying or selling stocks. It is a serious thing, like a marriage that goes on for long. So, let me find out I have still 1 minute left. The benefits for the capital raise out of that. With AI, you can see clearer. That's the research data at the beginning. You can always be a few steps ahead. With AI and the information, you can be smarter. You don't make mistakes that allows you, let's say, to find out after 3-4 months it was the totally wrong person, it was the totally wrong company we talked to. You can communicate better, and that is the thing we're still working on, that AI provides you better content and you as a human can have the right communications and bring the right topics in your discussions with the investors. You can contact faster because these systems can help you to stay on track and to send out. Also, we learned that before partially automatically written messages, we just have to improve. And finally, and I think that's the last thing, you, and not the AI, you can scale further as a human with the help of all this time. So, I think I'm just in time, and I want to say thank you very much for the
Thank you very much. Questions? We can take a couple of questions.
Yeah, please.
You said that post you get into certain steps, then you get into emotional intelligence for investment to ultimately fructify. Do you see any application of emotional intelligence at the AI building stage, which ultimately leads you to the success in investment?
No, in the moment, I don't see that. I believe in the future, with a permanently improving AI, there might be potential that it works. Because my first mobile phone was also not as intelligent as it is today, so I wouldn't say no. But in the moment, the techniques we're using to do that is what I would say deep learning and partially machine learning, and both can give you information, but are not able to really mirror emotional intelligence.
But you see the possibility of that coming into your system in course of time?
I think it will be available at the market if someone brings up such a solution, because we're about matching financial information, so that is the background where it comes from. And we rely on developers, we rely on companies to come up with such a solution that you can integrate.
But emotional intelligence will always be required for interpreting the data thrown up by and the information thrown up by AI system. That's right.
So yes, it is about the data, and with the help of the data, you can get guided suggestions or you can react. But I believe still it is up to the human person to make the final decision. It will be on both sides the human who will make this matchmaking decision. Yeah? So it can support, and I'm a total believer in technology, but I can't see what you were asking for, that this is available in the nearest future.
So, great session. So thank you for the insights provided. So one question on the evolving business models where these investors are actually investing in. So are you looking at that data element, because the trend in the models are actually changing very rapidly in the industry. So what they invested in the past may not be the same that they want to invest.
Exactly, that is what I said before. The components is about prediction. That is what I came up with the example of Aladdin, which I think it's a fantastic system for merging existing stock markets. But this system works only with data and is not thinking about the relationships and is not thinking about the trust component that can build within the AI. It's very clear this system has the world as its market, so they don't need a small niche like ordinary consumer capital raising.
Thank you very much.